11,170 pounds as we see it here. This is a Retreat 39 Loft from Keystone coming in down to us here at Advantage One RV. This is where we sell RVs on behalf of their owners on consignment. And overall, I gotta say this thing looks pretty darn good. It has maybe 100 miles logged on it in total. It was built in northern Indiana. It was sold right in that same vicinity. It was left in a local park right around our neighborhood and then hauled here. It has barely ever been moved and looks absolutely fantastic overall from what I can see. Now, I'm doing my best to be my plucky little normal self, but if you see the bags under my eyes, I spent most of the night on my daughter's trundle bed where normally her friends sleep because she had a bad dream and I can't say no to her. Trying to be a good dad, but now I'm paying the price for it. So if I'm a little flat at times, a little more nasally than normal, that's what's going on. If it's too much, just hit the mute button or fast forward through the video a little bit because you don't want to miss this. If you're looking for a big model for like couples use for an occasional guest, if you're looking for a storage attic, or if you are looking for something like a family getaway camper, cottage, destination trailer, you're saving a huge amount of money compared to the brand new market on something like this, and you are not paying for somebody else's sins. This looks good. And this kind of falls into what I call the all thriller, no filler sort of package. Nothing here is really done over the top. Everything is done very well. It has everything I think someone is going to want and need for a good kind of, weekend getaway, building some fun family memories. Memories? You remembers that weekend? Regardless, you get what I mean. The point I'm making here is that it's simple where it should be, fancy where it could be, and overall done very well. It does have dual centralized air conditioners, help keep you cool. I'm eyeballing this, but roughly about 8-foot ceilings. Extra tall, roughly 7-foot tall inside the slide boxes here. And you can see all of these windows that we're looking at in that sliding patio door. They're over on the door side of the RV. Well, obviously, because that's where you see the door. That was like, I told you, I'm tired. That was like not the dumbest thing I've even said today, but it obviously was not the smartest thing I could have said either. Now, if we take a seat here, one of the things they did gussy up is this beautifully plush theater seat. And as tired as I am, I don't want to get up, but I will. But it puts you on Boardwalk and Park Place. I mean, if it's sports day or you're watching a race or just kicking your feet up watching a movie or anything like that, man, you've got some prime time entertainment space right here. That TV is also mounted on a swing out. So if you want to fire up that little electric spice heating Tootsie toaster down there, you want to have, friends or family, somebody lounging on the couch while somebody else is over here on the theater recliners, you got a cool little conversation corner. And that's what's nice about this one. These bigger models like this, because that's kind of the cool part about a destination trailer. It gives you a lot of the space and a floor plan that roughly rivals that of a fifth wheel, but it does so at a drastically lesser budget because this is a product that isn't really intended to be towed. So it doesn't have to have this over-the-top chassis, tire, suspension package, because typically once you get it there, you're going to leave it there. Now, 11,770 pounds dry weight. There's a chunk of trailer here, not just because of the weight, but the length and the height of this thing. It's a big rig. If you don't have a vehicle that can tow this, if you're not comfortable towing it, we know people that can assist you with that. All you have to do is give us a call. We can get a shipping quote arranged from an independent shipping party. You're welcome to call one of your friends or family, people who can take care of that kind of stuff themselves, and you don't got to worry about towing this. If you just need to get it there and get it parked, we got people that can help with that, or you're obviously more than welcome to make your own arrangements here. Now, one of the things you haven't seen a lot of so far is storage, and it's deceptive. This actually has, I was surprised as I started opening everything up, a very nice kitchen. And I tell you, one of the other things I've learned to look for over the years to really kind of discern how nicely was something maintained, I started looking inside the appliances, and I was happy with what I saw. Even trying to get you a good look inside that island there. Nice wastebasket space under there. The sink here, you see that you've got that little separate kind of, drinking water fountain kind of station. And one of the sinks where all of the owner's manuals are still sitting is an extra large sink. So you've got kind of that farmhouse plus a normal sink situation going on, because that's a huge island. Anytime I see owner's manuals, that's another thing I look for to say, was this well maintained? Now over here, you see that black box on the face of that cabinet? That is actually a central vacuum system. Up in that cabinet up here, did you see it looked like a set of hoses from like a pool cleaner? That's the central vacuum hose stuff. Now you might have noticed too, all of the windows throughout the entire living room, they're actually a wooden slat blind. Get you at a different angle there and you can see that. What I like about those is if you want to twist them and block out the sun, you can. You want to open them for a little bit of privacy, a little bit of sun like this, you can. And if you want to clean them, you can. And that's something that people don't talk about very much. Pleated cloth shades, they look nice, they feel nice, they are a little bit harder to clean. I'm a sucker for vertical blinds like over this big patio door here. And when we go outside, you'll see like if you want to put a little deck behind the super slide over here where the awning's located, you've got yourself like party central patio space. We'll get there in just a minute. Passing through here, the little hallway area, because this thing is so darn tall, you are not going to have headroom issues in here. And that skylight right there above that shower, that was a surprise to me. I did not expect to see that in a simple but smart money series trailer like this, because this is a, like I said, all thriller, no filler, like porcelain stool. You got that nice big fridge. You've got good kitchen space, the double air conditioners, tall ceiling. It's got it where it counts. Good linen space over here. Nothing is just overdone though. There's nothing done here. If they could make it fancy and functional at the same, oh, you're getting a little reflection of me in the mirror. Unfortunate for you, but hey, whatever. But what I'm getting at is, if they could make it fancy and functional at the same time, they did. But they made sure it was functional first. Fancy stuff came second. Now, you see right here, we got a little bit of a stairway to heaven going up to the loft, because this is a rear loft over the master bedroom space. And this is simple, it's basic, and I am glad I took a second trip up here, because there's my keys that I couldn't find a second ago on that bunk mattress. I was about freaking out. I'm like, well, I guess I got to record the trailer and I'll try to find my keys later. Oh, there they are. Thank you, folks. Thank you for helping me solve that mystery, by the way. But what I'm getting at, this is simple, this is basic, but it's also nice and wide open. A lot of lofts feel very claustrophobic to me, and I don't get that here. And I wanted to actually climb up in here so that you get a really good view of like how much space is there actually in this loft. This, I don't know why. Maybe it's because they didn't shove a bunch of decorative stuff up here. It looks and it feels nice and big. Now, in that corner there's a little bit of storage. There's also that little entertainment center. But sometimes people wonder, how big is it actually in here? Well, I'm about a 6'3" big old nerd, and I'm sitting right up in this thing. Now, I'm not ducking. I'm obviously not going to be doing cartwheels and somersaults up here, but I don't remember the last time I even managed to pull off a cartwheel or a somersault. I'd probably end up with a concussion if I went after one of them today. It would be funny to watch, though, I think. But my point is, I'm a big guy. I can literally sit up in here and be fine. Now, you're not walking. You're definitely crawling around in here, but this is a good space either for kids, for occasional weekend guests, and this is just a sleeping space. It's not like it's a hangout space, really. Although if I was a kid on a rainy day, I'd have the Nintendo Switch up in that little alcove up there, and I'd be playing some Mario, whatever, Zelda, until I was, blue in the face. But here's the other thing. You don't got to use this for sleeping. These bunk mattresses are not stapled to the floor by any stretch of the imagination. What if this was just a giant storage attic? What if this is where you long-term stored your outside patio chairs or folding tables or something like that, or just general totes for stuff? It could be a combination of things. You could put dog kennels up here. Actually, this would be a really good dog kennel space now that I think about it. One of the other things I think is really smart is the placement of that little switch there. Because when it is time to say, all right, lights out, kids, everybody go to bed, you kind of maintain a little bit of control over those crazy little celestial bodies bouncing around up in there. By the way, that loft area rated for 800 pounds. So even Cousin Ricky and Johnny Bill Rodriguez can get up in there and, you know, your buddies for race week, and they're not going to overload anything. Now, this actually, you step down into the bedroom because, you know, the loft is all built above. It kind of looks like a weird toy hauler with no ramp from the outside, but that's what's going to give you about 6.5 foot of clearance down here in the bedroom. Looks like this was optioned with a 70 by 80 king bed over here, which is probably how most folks are going to want this thing. I'm eyeballing that. That might be a little bit bigger. I wonder if that's a California King. If you're curious about the actual specific bed size here, give our team here at Advantage One a call. We can come out here and just actually hard tape measure everything for you. Now, one of the things I wanted to get in here and show you, because with the bed in the way you can't see it very well, is this thing has got some, again, kind of like the kitchen, surprisingly good storage. You see some double dresser drawer storage there and a big old hanging closet. That is definitely a welcome fixture. That rear window, I could see somebody arguing I'd like that to be more storage, but I actually like the way this room looks and feels nice and wide open, especially when I'm not an idiot and block the door with the wardrobe thing here. In case you're wondering, those two little vents up here, those are the air conditioning vents for the master bedroom, because you got the loft above you. You know, you can't just duct air in there and expect it to get down here. Now over here, again, more dresser storage. And that, I tell you, the shelf up top there, nice little place to set your, set up your phone charger and all that. You could put a TV hookup on this wall. And this over here, you could convert into extra closet space. You could obviously convert into some serious dresser space, or you could do what the last folks did, and you could convert it into a laundry space. Now that, I thought, was a very big find right there, because that's probably close to a $3,300 job. Buying that, getting it shipped, getting it installed. Somebody spent a nice chunk of change putting that combo washer dryer in there. So if this is something where you're planning extended stays, not only are you getting a very nearly new looking RV at a used price tag, you're also getting a combo washer dryer installed and not having to spend multiple thousands of dollars doing it. Now, stepping outside here, remember that big patio space I was telling you about behind the Super Slide? That's where this is located. And that awning's up high enough because they mounted it all the way to the top of the roof line, I guess at the what you'd call the main body of the RV before it starts arching up for the bathroom and the loft, which it's nice to have that extra bathroom headspace in there. But it covers both doors. It's very going to be deck friendly back here if that's something that you're looking to do. That's also one of the reasons why destination trailers, even in today's market, they don't tend to come with those like MORryde or LCI stable steps, because, you know, they don't exactly, those things aren't exactly deck friendly. And again, man, if what you're looking for is just amazing views of a destination, a common travel trailer, most fifth wheels even, don't have good front window coverage like this. Like, someone's going to say, oh yeah, what about a front living room or a front kitchen? It's got a front windshield. Sure. And it's tiny compared to anything like this. That's what's cool about this thing, man. It doesn't feel like an RV. It just kind of feels like a house. The underbelly, by the way, this is enclosed and heated. This is not what people are going to say is 4 seasons, but it is a decent extended season package if you're going to be, you know, trying to enjoy your site. In the early spring, the late fall, before the big crowd has gotten to the park, this would be a nice place to get some quiet camping time. Now, whenever I see something has been parked for a while, I always go, what do the tires look like? Because in my experience, I've seen a lot of things that are left on like seasonal or permanent sites have kind of dry rotted tires. And that's why I was actually really happy when I looked at this one. I did not see anything like that occurring. The tires look great. I don't see where, you know, they were left underinflated, where they got flat spots or anything like that. My guess is they had them parked at least on boards or something. There's no signs of dry rotting, weather checking. The sewer hookup, by the way, nice and easy to get to. That's something I don't always pay attention to on a destination trailer, but I did notice it here. Outside shower, black tank flush. Again, those are things that you just don't always think about or find on a destination trailer. When we're over here in a lot of these common towable travel trailers or fifth wheels, that's like always a question on someone's mind. But for some reason in destination trailers, we just don't tend to think about it very often. Now, I've been around this thing 2 or 3 times now. I can't see anywhere where, like, while it was parked, like a stick or a branch hit it. I can't find dinged up aluminum where somebody ran into it with their bicycle or hit it with a lawn chair or anything like that. I'm telling you, I think there was like one little piece of fascia on the inside where I saw like a little bit of a ding, but it didn't even feel like worth of reporting. So she looks like she works. Give us a call whether you're going to tow it there or you need us to arrange shipping. Remember, we can do it either way. You got a trade? You need financing? We do all that stuff too. And if you appreciate the way that we go through, try to really show you the ins and outs, even inside all the cabinetry and the appliances, to make sure before you drive from 4 hours to get here, it looks like it's going to be the right one for you. Hit the little subscribe button, follow along with us here. And when you're ready, we'd love the chance to meet you. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone.